guys, so today I will show you how to make a sling bag using granny squares. I've been making these for my mom. I think they're a very good size. They're a very good travel size. And yeah, since she loves them so much, I'm making another one for her. These are of course the classic granny squares. And for today's tutorial, I will show you how to make the Sunburst granny square, and then we'll construct it into this sling bag. We will start by making the center of our granny square. Make a magic circle. Make 3 chains. This counts as a double crochet. Now make 15 more double crochet in the magic circle. After making 15 more double crochet, close the magic circle nice and tight. Make a slip stitch on top of the chain 3. So at the end of this round, we have 16 double crochet. Cut your thread. We will now introduce our next color. So we'll be working into each one of these stitches. So just add your color into any one of these stitches. Insert your hook. Introduce your new color. Insert your hook into that stitch and drop a loop. Chain 2. Into that same stitch, we will make a puff stitch. Yarn over, insert your hook into that stitch, yarn over, bring up a loop. We have 3 loops on our hook. Yarn over, insert, yarn over, bring through. We have 5 loops on our hook. Yarn over, insert, and bring up a loop. So we have 7 loops on our hook. Yarn over and bring through all the 7 loops. Chain 2. Into the next stitch, do the same thing. So yarn over, insert, and I also like to weave in this end while I do that. So 1, 2, 3. Chain 2, head over to the next stitch. That is actually my chain 3. Make sure you always make your stitch on top of the chain 3. That can very easily be missed. 1, 2, 3, yarn over, bring through all the loops, chain 2, and continue to do this all around into each stitch. At the end of round 2, you should have 16 puff stitches. Chain 2 and make a slip stitch on the top of the first puff stitch. Cut your thread. Also, I have weaved in all of these tails, so I will also trim them off at this stage. It's now time to introduce our new color. As you can see, we have these chain 2 spaces between the puff stitches. Insert your new color in these chain 2 space. Insert your hook and drop a loop. Chain 3. This chain 3 will count as a stitch for this particular cluster that we will make. So now yarn over, insert your hook into that stitch, into that chain 2 space, drop a loop, yarn over, and only pull through 2 loops. That's 1, 2, and 3. Yarn over, bring through all the loops. We have made a cluster stitch. Now chain 2, head over to the next chain 2 space, yarn over, insert your hook into that chain 2 space, bring through your yarn, yarn over, and only bring through 2 loops. That's 1. We will repeat that 3 more times. 2, 3, and 4. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 loops on our hook, yarn over, bring through all 5 loops, chain 2, and just repeat this all around. You want to make a cluster stitch into each one of these chain 2 spaces. Let's do that one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yarn over, bring through all 5 loops. When you reach the end of your round, you should have 16 clusters. After making your last cluster, make 2 chains and a slip stitch on top of the first cluster. Cut your yarn. Now we'll introduce our last and final color for the last and final round. So into any one of these chain 2 spaces, insert your new color. Drop a loop, chain 3, 1, 2, 3. This counts as a double crochet. Make 2 more double crochet in that same space. 1 and 2. In the next chain 2 space, make 3 half double crochet. 1, 2, 3. In the next, 3 double crochet. 1, 2, 3. In the next space, we will be working our first corner, so make 3 triple crochet, yarn over twice, that's 1, 2, and 3. Chain 2 and make 3 more triple crochets. So our first corner is complete. In the next chain 2 space, make 3 double crochet. In the next, 3 half double crochet. And in the next, 3 double crochet. Once again, in the next chain 2 space, we will work the corner and then just repeat this pattern all around. When you're done, just make a slip stitch on top of the chain 3. When you're done, you can go ahead and make a total of 18 granny squares. Also, if you want, you can block the granny square. It's not compulsory, it is entirely your choice. I did block my granny squares actually for the first time. I have never blocked my granny squares ever before. This is the first time, so I'm actually curious to see if the result is different or not. So when you're done making your 18 granny squares, you'll just line them up this way in rows of 3. These are all front sides facing me, and we'll join them with a whip stitch. So we'll join the front sides together this way. So I'll join this to this, and then I'll join this to this. And so I'll join each of these rows of 3 together, and then we'll join the rows together with each other. So how we'll do that? Cut a length of yarn which is about 3 times the length of the edge that we'll be joining. Take your 2 granny squares, front sides facing each other. So now the backs are facing outside. Now with the help of a yarn needle, insert your thread. Now I don't like to go into the chains when I'm working the corners, and see, this is the result. You end up with this really pretty finishing on the corners. So all of these have been joined by whip stitch, and the corners I haven't entered the needle into the chain. You can tie a knot. Now, as I join these 2 edges together, I will also weave in this end. So take your needle into the back loop of this stitch and the back loop of the corresponding stitch, and just pull that through. So we've joined 2 granny squares together. Join this one in the same manner, right sides facing each other, join on this edge, and do that for all of your rows of 3. Just make these rows of 3. When you have your rows of 3 complete, you'll be joining each of these to each other. So this is my right side facing up. You want to join them, right sides facing each other. Attach your yarn to any corner and just join with a whip stitch. When I reach the corner, instead of going into the chain, I just like to go into the space. So that's 1 and 2 for this space, and then twice for the other. And then continue to work your whip stitch into the back loops only. So now we have all of our 18 squares joined this way, and now we want to fold this in half. So this is, again, this is the right side. If you can just see, this is the right side on top. So we're combining 2 right sides facing each other, And now once again with the whip stitch, we will join this edge and this edge, leaving this edge open. Now that we have joined both of our sides, we will flip this over inside out so that the right side is facing outside. I will now attach my yarn to any one of these corners. And I will just single crochet into each stitch all around just for a few rounds to add a little bit of more length to the bag. Now every time I reach the corners of the granny squares, this is how I like to work my single crochet. So I'll work one single crochet into this corner, then a single crochet two together into both of these corners. So I'll first insert my hook, grab my yarn, and then I'll insert my hook into the next corner space, grab my yarn over and bring through all the three, and then one single crochet in that second corner space. So I have basically made 3 single crochet into these 2 spaces, and then continue to make 1 single crochet into each stitch until you reach your next corner spaces. After having worked 3 rounds, I will end my work with a slip stitch. Cut your yarn, weave in the tail, so now we'll be making the handle of the bag. Now for the handle, I will combine 2 strands of thread together because I feel that it just makes the handle more sturdy. So 2 strands held together along with a 3.5mm crochet hook. Make a slip knot. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip the first chain, make a single crochet in the next, and a single crochet all across. So we have 4 single crochet. Chain 1, turn your work, make a single crochet into each stitch. Chain 1 and just continue this row until your handle is the desired length. So my strap currently measures approximately 45 inches. So I will end it here. Chain 1, make a slip stitch. Cut a decently long tail. So guys, our sling bag is complete. I am so happy with the way it has turned out. Do let me know in the comments what you thought of this tutorial. Be sure to give it a thumbs up and do subscribe to my channel for more.